COUNTAX is an A function and an X function. As an X function, it's going to be able to iterate across a table. As an A function, it's going to focus on Boolean values like true and false. The syntax is COUNTAX, the table to iterate across, followed by the expression. So this can be a little bit wild because we're going to want to not only look at true and false values, get a count of those, but also add an additional piece that is assess across each row. I think I've got a pretty good use case for you to build out here. So let's get to building. For COUNTAX here, what I'm going to do is make a new measure. And I want to look at this side by side to COUNTA, right? COUNTA assessed how many were false, how many were true. And ultimately, if we go back to COUNTA, we will see that I've got about 606 in total, 209 versus 397. Well, COUNTAX, I have something a little bit different I want to try out. So I'm going to do a new measure. And I'm going to make sure I remember this is COUNTAX, put that in parentheses, and I'll do COUNTAX sales. Now I'm going to zhuzh this up a little bit, make it a little bit crazy. So I'm going to use that COUNTAX. And I'm going to use an additional function here in combination because this is one that we're going to need to add a little bit more. I'm going to use the filter function. This basically kind of creates a virtual table that gives me a table that has been filtered. And what I want to do is build that table where my products, particularly my finished goods flag, is equal to true. Want to find that true value, and I'm using true here, not the text version, because I'm assessing Boolean values. Now, I'm going to bring in my dim product again, particularly my finished good flag. So what this will do is look across a virtual table with filter, which is only assessing my true values, and then give me the count if it's true. If I wanted to use if statements, I could vary that in as my expression, whatever I want to get that iterated across the rows. I'll go ahead and hit enter here, and I'm going to bring this into my card visual, and I notice that I have 397 that are true. If I go over to COUNTA, I have 397 that are true. And now, what if I brought this into the table? Notice that those false values are not considered. So COUNTAX, we have true false values, and we're iterating an expression, right? We're assessing, is it true? If it is, give us a count. If it's not, leave it out, right? That's some of the built-in logic we did to iterate across the rows with Boolean values. Pretty niche, but there are some use cases where, hey, I need to exclude this or add these or do anything like that and get a pretty awesome result.